Sylvester Stallone's first foray into TV with Tulsa King has captured the attention of global audiences. However, beneath its success, there are cracks in the foundation that are hard to ignore. From tonal inconsistencies to lackluster character development, we at Movie Recap Pro are picking out the problematic elements of Tulsa King. It's a mayor in the mafia. Nah, there's no such thing. While Tulsa King is entertaining, it suffers from some key issues that prevent it from reaching the level of prestige mob dramas like The Sopranos or Boardwalk Empire. Let's break these down. One of the biggest criticisms of Tulsa King is its lack of realism, particularly when it comes to the consequences of Dwight's actions. Despite his decades of mafia experience, Dwight's actions often come across as implausibly consequence-free. For example, in Season 1's finale, after a season of rivalry, Dwight counterattacks the Black Madam Biker Gang, killing leader Sin Waltrip. Instead of ongoing retaliation in Season 2, the gang simply disappears. Tulsa King seems keen on wrapping antagonist storylines up in a neat little bow or sweeping them under the rug. Similarly, Dwight's criminal enterprise expands rapidly with little resistance or nuance. This is not comfortable in real life. Taking over a town would require navigating existing criminal elements and law enforcement. Instead, Dwight goes through conflicts with varying ease, undermining the stakes and believability of the story. With the foundational plot being what it is, Tulsa King inevitably borrows from classic mobster setups, and there's only so far you could take a mob-based crime show before it begins to seem stale. But Tulsa King does little to even try and innovate or add fresh perspectives. Dwight's journey of rebuilding his empire echoes countless other crime dramas, from The Sopranos to Breaking Bad. However, unlike those shows, Tulsa King fails to dig deeper into its themes or subvert expectations. It is also deemed moderate in violence and comes across far lighter compared to its counterparts. The show's depiction of Tulsa as pretty much a blank slate for Dwight's professional mob experience to conquer feels simplistic and uninspired. There's little exploration of the town's unique culture or how Dwight's presence disrupts the existing community. Instead, the setting becomes a generic backdrop for familiar mob antics, missing an opportunity to tell a more grounded and original story. Even Dwight's character feels derivative at times. While Stallone brings his trademark charm and physicality to the role, Dwight often comes across as a pastiche of other iconic mob characters. The show leans heavily on Stallone's draw for audiences rather than giving Dwight a truly distinctive voice or perspective. Another issue critics have raised with Tulsa King is its inconsistent tone. The show frequently oscillates between gritty crime drama and light comedic moments, often within the same scene. While mixing genres can work when done carefully, Tulsa King seems to miss the mark and strike the right balance. This is somewhat mirrored by Dwight's seemingly nonchalant reaction to having been incarcerated for 25 years, but is now out in the world with lighthearted ease. These tonal shifts can be jarring, leaving viewers unsure of how seriously to take the story. At one moment, the series seems like a gritty, grounded exploration of a mobster's exile and survival. The next, it indulges in bright humor or absurdly convenient plot twists that undercut its dramatic weight. This inconsistency creates an identity crisis for the show. Is Tulsa King a heartfelt character study or a satirical take on the mob genre? The tonal imbalance becomes a missed opportunity for the series to craft a more cohesive and impactful storytelling experience, and its inability to commit to a clear tone ultimately weakens its impact. Sylvester Stallone's presence is both a strength and a weakness for the show. Though its obvious star power was what got the show signed off and no doubt brought the audience, he shouldn't be made to carry the entire series. While his charisma and witty timing elevate many scenes, the show relies too heavily on him to keep everything moving. As a result, the supporting cast often feels underutilized, and there is an awkwardness to the ensemble dynamic. There are plenty of characters that would be perfect to see expanded upon, such as dispensary owner Bod or Mitch, the ex-con bar owner. With Bod's hesitance toward Dwight's criminal world and Mitch's struggle with his past, both have the potential for deeper story arcs, but are overshadowed by Dwight's larger-than-life persona. As it stands, instead of being given meaningful storylines, they come across as if they exist primarily to react to Dwight's antics. This dynamic creates a lopsided focus that limits the show's ability to flesh out its world. Additionally, the lack of focus on other characters undermines the narrative's depth. A great ensemble show like The Sopranos succeeds because every character feels essential and layered. Tulsa King could achieve a similar balance by giving more screen time to its supporting players and allowing them to grow independently of Dwight's arc. Without this balance, the show risks feeling one note, leaning too heavily on Stallone's shoulders to carry the entire weight of the series, which leads us to the crux of the matter. One driving force in any drama is the protagonist's ability to be redeemed or grow as a person. While Dwight is a charismatic and likable leading man, his character arc leaves much to be desired. After spending 25 years in prison, you'd expect him to grapple with themes of regret, identity, and adaptation to the changing world around him. Instead, the show largely portrays Dwight as a larger-than-life figure who seamlessly adjusts to modern life without any real internal struggle. Dwight's relationships with his estranged daughter and other characters are touched on, but never explored in depth. Moments of vulnerability are rare, and the show is insistent about keeping Dwight cool and unflappable. This limits his emotional complexity. Without meaningful growth or conflict, it's hard for viewers to fully invest in his journey. The supporting cast suffers from similar issues. Characters like Tyson, Dwight's young driver, have potential but are often reduced to one-dimensional roles or are treated purely as exposition devices. Instead of evolving organically, their relationships with Dwight feel forced and underdeveloped. It's tough to connect with them in any meaningful way without their arcs garnering more depth. When Tulsa King premiered in late 2022, viewers were hopeful for a fresh twist on the classic mobster genre. Sylvester Stallone stars as Dwight, the General Manfredi, a seasoned New York mafia capo who's exiled to Tulsa, Oklahoma, after serving a 25-year prison sentence. The fish-out-of-water premise was intriguing. The show's pedigree further amplified the hype, with the creator of the historical saga Yellowstone, Taylor Sheridan, behind the show. Expectations were high for compelling storytelling and memorable characters. The show garnered solid ratings, with a Rotten Tomatoes score of 78% and Stallone earning widespread praise for his first TV lead role. However, as the episodes rolled out, some noticed cracks in the narrative and execution. Despite its flaws, Tulsa King has most definitely struck a chord with audiences. The show's blend of humor, action, and Stallone's star power makes it an entertaining watch, even if it doesn't hold up to critical scrutiny. The rise of streaming platforms has been a great benefit for shows like Tulsa King. Having it on Paramount Plus made it easier for audiences to discover and binge-watch the series. According to reports, the show saw a significant increase in viewership of nearly 75% during the second season, which shows how popular it is despite mixed reviews. The second season's cliffhanger ending also left fans eager for more, and the anticipation for Season 3 has only grown. Part of the show's appeal lies in its escapist fantasy. Dwight's larger-than-life persona and his ability to move in on Tulsa with ease offer a sense of wish fulfillment that resonates with viewers. The series doesn't take itself too seriously, and this allows audiences to enjoy it as an escape from reality rather than a dark, gritty drama, something many are already getting fatigued by. While Tulsa King is far from a perfect show, it's hard to deny its entertainment value. Sylvester Stallone's magnetic performance and the series' humor have won over many fans, even if its flaws, from tonal inconsistencies to lackluster character development, hold it back from mob drama greatness. It's no less deserving of your attention. As Tulsa King continues, there's potential for deeper character growth and tonal improvement. By addressing its weaknesses and diving deeper into its characters and setting, the series could evolve into something truly memorable. What do you think? Is Tulsa King a must-watch or a missed opportunity for a grittier show? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite TV shows and movies.